These were the best highlights from today's LPL matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say okay. See you on the next one.
All of his camps and is now just looking for a potential gank or invade angle as Nickit stepping up. Level 3 does get hit by WE. Abel not finding himself caught out. Mark has to blow the flash here. Hacker just keeping the pressure on, and that should just be it. First blood to Doggo.
I mean, you just walked up to see Hacker taking his Gromp. You know he's on bot side. Very, very obvious that he can still be around there.
So
Hacker
it's probably okay for Abel just to try and break away from that. Not entirely sure what I was seeing there. Looks like there's a potential gank angle coming in onto Yukai, but there are a bunch of people in the area. The interrupt the Valkyrie, that should just be it. The lockdown is coming in. The permafrost connects, and a kill goes over to WE. Mark now just making his way out lane. This could be a very, very oppressive start coming in from the Zyra, and this is why these AP junglers are so heavily picked. They clear faster than anyone else in the game. Zyra especially.
A big power play. That potentially could help Ultra Prime and getting Qingtian to a point where he can start impacting this early game a little bit more. You can see the Ultra Prime, they are sticking around. They've stopped the recall again as Wayward is laning with Mark under the turret.
Yeah, they're going in for the immediate hook. The Slicing Maelstrom comes out. Doggo finds himself caught, but there is the ultimate from the Zyra. That's one already picked up by Doggo. Do you see Fofo roaming over? Hacker comes in for the flash. The culling comes out, and Nickit is just going to eat the vast majority of this. They catch the roots as well onto Fofo, who flashes forward, looking for Nickit, able to secure himself the kill. Yukai able to just about break away from that one, and the two-shot barrage tickled onto Doggo, but didn't.
I want to see now with Qingtian having that flash up and Wayward down, whether that can lead to a big outplay. He might be dove first, though, so he might have to use it.
Yeah, he's going to throw down that ultimate, and WE are going to try and go in for this one. The permafrost will lock that crocodile in place. Abel not really got the damage, waiting for the cooldowns to come up, and he secures himself the kill. Very, very beautiful dive coming in from WE, but Wayward now maybe on the receiving end of his own gank. He gets himself every ultimate lammed onto him, and Hacker secures the kill.
One dive was a little bit closer than the other.
Grubs gives an immediate power spike over to the side of WE, and off the back of this, Plate should go over. The gold lead should try and extend.
Life in pro play. For many, many years, they have been the gold bag for a lot of teams as they try and rotate around things. Doggo's going to get a lot of gold from this again. You are against 6 grubs, though. WE, they're going to take towers a lot easier than Ultra Prime. This has been one of the big facets of their style that's remained even through all of the roster changes. Get towards these to get themselves that big CC. They have to walk into a contested river, though, against a cannon who sat out of vision. Teleport in from the flank from Qingtian. Let's see what he can do.
Let's see if they're going to be able to pull it off. The crocodile will get spotted out by this pink ward. Remember, Doggo, most of the gold is sitting on him. There's the ultimate pop by Qingtian, just trying to get himself onto the back. The Slicing Maelstrom actually does kick a connection onto just the one. Ult gets popped by Doggo. Kill already goes over to the side of WE, and somehow they answer back out with the Ignite, a 1-for-1. The Herald secured as well. Ultra Prime ultimately going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they could have got more kills, but the fact that they get one back after WE managed to get so much poke onto them before that fight, and they also get the Herald will really help them. They are going to lose a lot of HP on this tower. They might even lose the whole thing. Hacker's got to get here quickly. They lose the entire mid turret because their retreat from that Herald doesn't get them back.
Harder to pin down.
So once again, the engage.
Catch onto the Zyra. They get themselves everything down. The Slicing Maelstrom does connect, and that's going to be one for Fofo already. Trying to put some pressure onto the rest of the team. Doggo able to avoid and evade a lot of this damage, and this time Mark doesn't go down. He's not answered out for...
This time there's no ignites! There's no ignites, so now it's on cooldown. So he does end up going down to that bird, and WE, they are realizing that they need to control the objective area before Ultra Prime get into the river. If they're there first, they can sit out a fog of war. They can look for a big engagement with Sejuani. They can look for a big pickoff, and they manage to get themselves an important flash out of Hacker, and they also manage to get themselves a kill and themselves easily. Ultra Prime, they're going to walk back out onto the map. Hacker is still pretty strong, even though he's evenish in gold, and they're going to get themselves a sideline turret onto Yukai. Herald finally summoned up in this mid lane. They're not supporting this Herald charge that much, though, and they don't have the 6 grub. All this will be is about half HP on the mid turret. It's not going to be the full turret take.
Yeah, it's not going to be an overly strong one. I think they were timing out on it, but kind of just going back to that fight, we're seeing what the strengths of WE's draft was, and this is what we talked about. The engage is so much easier for them. They threw out the non-committal engage in the Sejuani ultimate. It makes the connection. They then follow up the solar flare. It's it's so much easier for them to start a fight and start an engage. When we hark our minds back to like the best play we saw from Up in a team fight was that one at the Herald where they had to flank with a Renekton, and that was a wide flank. He popped the ultimate in advance. And it's just a lot harder for Ultra Prime to have control, and like you said,
I have no idea on that one. I guess
weird.
so. That's still there. Right, that's not going to help Ultra Prime get towards this bot river, and indeed it won't. They just completely lose it. They get some top lane gold instead. So Ultra Prime saying, oh, okay, right, let's give up on this soul win condition for now. Their objective setup has been not great in recent weeks. I think it's been one of the biggest flaws of their play. Their objective setup has been a little slow, a little ineffective. So WE now taking 2 dragons off the back of things. It's going to even up the dragon's score. Ultra Prime do get some gold for that at least, though. They get some gold onto Urukai to get himself even more items. Though both the Muramanas in the game have transformed now at this point. They have a lot of damage.
They're coming in. They're going to catch immediately onto Nika, and he is just obliterated. Abel secures the kill. The rest of the team, though, are able to limp away. So far, WE only really able to find the single pick when they're looking
started.
Yeah, Baron's going to get started up, and it is going down very quickly. Niket will spot out that this is going on. Hacker makes his way over, but I just think they're a little bit too slow to the play. They're going to try and turn on Mark and see if they can just win the fight off the back of it. Mark going incredibly low. Depth charge hits onto Wayward. They do connect on to Xinjiang just to lock him in place. Hook makes his connection onto Yangxiang as well, and Doggo should be able to secure that one. Nope, it's a double kill for Yokai. Taking that one away from his ADC, but they're Corki very much online, and they trade Baron for 2 kills. They're going to be able to take this mid tower as well. Can they pressure for more is the real question.
Well, I think they've already gotten a hell of a lot out of this. Anything more they get just adds insult to injury towards this Baron take. Abel has a lot of damage on his own items. We're getting a mid lane inner turret as well. Oh. You know what? I think at this point the trade...
But he's out shoving right now. He was there first. He gets the pressure.
He doesn't have any grubs either.
Tower. They're trading tower for tower. Ultimately, I actually think Ultra Prime is just making really good trades across the map versus the team with Baron.
Yeah, they are. And what happens here? So that was a Solar Flare buffered out of by the depth chart, not the depth, dredged line is the one words. It's not been a long day yet. It could yet still be, and yet the words are still hard. Dragon now spawned. Ultra Prime find themselves to an objective first. Now Baron is still up from WE. The reason that Ultra Prime are the first of the objective is because they've chosen to push instead. They're going to get themselves at least this mid lane turret. They might also get themselves the inhibitor turret as well. They have 6 grubs. They have that Baron buff. They take down towers very, very quickly.
Yeah, but so far it's only a plus 200 Baron power play over to the side of Ultra Prime. They are definitely struggling a little bit on that one. They are trying to finish this tower up, and with the 6 grub dot able to do so. Ultra Prime hold the inhibitor.
We're going in, go for the engage. As a new player coming in from WE Academy from their LDL squad, I think that he's done a good job of slotting into a roster in a way which I didn't necessarily expect. He might go again right now.
Hacker's able to avoid getting caught out there. Hook comes in from Nicket though. They do actually throw down the Solar Flare. Stranglethorns come out as an answer. There's Changjian on the flank. Massive slicing maelstrom from Hayward, but he's not going to be able to survive. Up have been turning this fight around. WE are left limping away. Fofo, relatively strong right now, but he is the only damage dealer up and available. Nicket trying to put the damage in, but Yukai comes over the wall.
Oh.
The hook makes the connection, and Yukai secures the kill. WE are left scratching their heads after that play.
I can't. It's been a while since we've had such an overt cast curse. Talked about Yanxian going for the big engages. He misses the crucial engage. Ultra Prime turned it around after WE over push, and suddenly Ultra Prime, they are now in numbers in the enemy base. They'll, even without grubs, take down at least 1 turret. There's 10 seconds on Abel. They shouldn't be able to do anything more than get the inhibitor, but a huge breakout play from Ultra Prime. This series
saw pretty quickly. The Crocodile's already in the area to play Disruption. Ultimate available to him as well. Baron's half HP though, so Ultra Prime have to make a decision. Are they going to go for the steal or the kills? Hacker making his way over, throws down the plants, and they're actually going to force them off. This Baron's low. Hacker gets caught. That's the opening they need. They instantly look for the kill, but he's able to survive. Baron secured by the side of WE. Are they going to be able to get away? The zap comes out from Doggo, but that is all they can do. You have to play around that, and they may just look to try and trade inhibitor for inhibitor here, as Baron's going to get taken very quickly. Ultra Prime secure themselves the soul in this first game of the series. Can they defend their base, though, with that soul? Resets coming in, inhibitor gets traded out. The waves aren't really there for WE, so they have to kind of just back off and look.
Cloud Soul has been underrated for a long time, and now particularly when you're in games where you have something like an AP jungle which does so much damage, you don't need the extra damage, you need a way to survive. Yangsheng's out of vision, now he's not, he's on sweeper, now we might see ourselves another one of these big fights.
Let's say he's going to be able to find the opening onto the Renekton, but he has the ultimate available. Hacker now got the ult burning away, and he is just melting through health bars. Wayward jumps in, doesn't really get much of a lockdown now, as Hacker secures 1 kill. Fofo incredibly low. Doggo just going in for the tidy up. Mark can't do anything. A double kill goes over to Yokai. Hacker trying to find the lockdown, gets the Zhonya's off, and in comes Doggo. Down goes Abel. Ultra Prime take everybody but one out. And they are not done yet. Yang just trying to break away, but he's not going to be able to do so. Ultra Prime inside the base. They find that ace. They find everything they need. Towers will crumble to this team. Ultra Prime go 1-up in the series.
Ultra Prime are not...
Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LPL matchup.
One of the big changes from that time to now, though, is the fact that when you share XP between teammates, you get slightly more XP. So now what that means is that Wayward, though he's level 1, he can try and soak up this wave. Qingtian's going to soak up that W and try and make sure that he can get some damage reduction, but he does it too early, loses the mind game. Now he has no damage reduction, he'll die for free.
The Ignite. That might be him in a little bit of danger. Goes in for the flash. They're trying to keep the damage on. Abel's taking tower shots. He goes down. 3 versus 1. I'll take that.
Right. Somehow, they walk away with an insanely powerful early game when it was WE which initiated this lane swap and fumbled it.
Doggo already upgrading his boots as well. Means
No
he's
flash,
getting
no
so
flash.
many. Mark's going to have to go away, but no flash available. They're stacking it up. Doggo secures himself the kill. I mean, Ultra Prime. What's up, Dog? He's absolutely taking them out.
I mean, yeah. WE, they're just really slow to pick up the XP, and if you give a slight advantage over to a duo that are already killing you from even, it gets worse from there. You are going to get some topside camps available for Yangxian. He's going to get himself those grubs. He's fine with that, but the fact that they have to just leave well alone this bot lane is not what they would have liked from this early game.
Yeah, and again, another wave crashes, another wave lost to Abel. Doggo going to proxy this, make sure the wave goes down as much as possible. Should actually be able to finish this tower up with plates as well.
We should become surfing commentators the way we're watching these waves. I feel like that'd be a good use of our time. You know, I'm just gonna sit here, go through the sets, see how they ride the curl. I
mean, this is a leisurely wave of waves coming in. As now we're seeing Cheng Chang trying to survive this one 1 versus 4.
Wipe out!
I mean, that's not gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. But he did his work.
That's the damage which Brand can do. Damage can occasionally you sat there like, oh yes, I can use my...
when he's not in lane versus Doggo. Now Ultra Prime sending multiple people up towards the top side. We could see a potential dive coming in from this one. As
you have the bailout, you have a lot of power here. Fofo's coming, but I think he might be late.
Oh, the Stranglethorn combo with the hostile takeover. 2 kills. Goes to Yokai immediately. Nick actually flushes the wall. Doggo comes over as well. Fofo taking so much damage as they secure a triple kill onto their Corki. You thought the Kalista was a problem. Now the Corki's a problem too.
Everything is a problem. Houston, we have a problem.
We do see Up get themselves control of this top side. They're going to move over, try and get some more plates on to their Kalista, who is almost 2,000 gold up at 12 minutes. You got a 1,000 gold lead in your mid lane as well. It is an 800 gold differential on the bottom side, but I mean, it's a Cassante. He's going to be okay. He is about to be un-okay, though, because 3 people are coming down towards him. Does have that all out, doesn't have the flash. Actually, 4's coming in. Can he do anything here? He can't do anything. Trying to press the buttons, gets the knockback on the multiple members. Forces the flash, the Brand goes down. No way! 1 versus 4?
He does it again, the 1v4 outplay. Qingtian does it at level 1, he does it again at level 9, and WE are left wondering where it all went wrong. It went wrong as soon as they went towards that Cassante, and it continues to get worse as they focus onto him. Again, yes, Wayward is up 1,000 gold, but I'm just gonna say it, he's behind in the moral victories. Qingtian has been let's take a moment to talk about Xingtian. Xingtian was, for large periods of summer, maybe the worst player in his role in top lane, because when he would be put behind, he would fall into a black hole of pressure, and he would fall out a huge amount of gold. I think that Xingtian has put in an awful lot of legwork over the last week particularly, and over the Rumble stage, to be a player who is much more safe from behind and who is getting the team fight gold.
Alright, well, we're now 12 plates into this game. About to make that 13, maybe more. As Mark is able to evade getting caught out. The handshake comes in. 13th plate picked up. Fofo can do nothing but watch at this point. This is a 14-plater with Ultra Prime.
Is that what we're calling it? A 14-plater? That's what we're calling it?
It might be a 15-plater. They got 30 seconds. They're doing that. Oh, this is rough. A flash did come out there from Nickit as he tried to give the handshake. Didn't quite make the mark. As just going to head over towards the Dragon now off the back of that one. Hacker, actually, he's just soloing that, so nice and easy. And Ultra Prime, it was closer in the last game. This game is very, very one-sided so far to them. And we thought this was a very WE-favored series.
And it has to be on paper. Ultra Prime, they looked lost in their last series. They looked so lost against an RNG in maybe the weakest point the team has ever seen. Yokai's caught out in bot lane. I don't even know if he has mana for his Valkyrie. He's got a flash. He'll have to use it soon.
There's the flash, there's the Stranglethorns, there's the return damage onto Mark. He is sent packing and the rest of Ultra Prime are on the way up. This could get really nasty really quickly. Xingtian has the all-out available to him. They do get the lockdown onto multiple members. They do get a Brando off in response though, but the hostile takeover by so much space. Doggo finally goes down and Fofo gets the shutdown in his pocket.
Something which I think is fairly interesting here. We don't see the Celestial opposition on Niket, the support, and we see the Solstice Slay instead, which gives some limited movement speed options as well in some of the plays which you're working towards. I think that shows some of the mentality of Ultra Prime, which is, look, we have the bailout, we're so far ahead of the game, I don't need to go towards that defensive item with the Celestial opposition and be the first one into the fray like that. I'm going to be getting into position for those kill combos more easily. Here comes the teleport. Let's see if that skill combo comes through now.
Ultra Prime a little slow on their teleport, but Wayward gets handshakes backwards. The Stranglethorn connects onto Mark. Mark knocked up. They get himself the all-out as well. Mark on the run, but he has nowhere to go. Bopped back. And that's the second kill picked up, but oh wow, the brand damage is huge. Hacker's eating all of it. Doggo walked it in and almost got his jungle killed. Bad positioning there by Ultra Prime, and they may get punished heavily for this. Nickit has the bailout. They do have that hostile takeover, re-teleport coming back in. This has to be really, really well played by Ultra Prime. It looks like they'll be able to get out. You can see Doggo with the empowered recall from that Herald from earlier. As he gets out nice and
very
safe.
Powerful. You can see why he was brought up to this roster. His combo there, forcing Ultra Prime to very slowly retreat, means that even though the start of that fight went very poorly for them, it was not a good mid lane in a turret. Wayward is on the flank, and you could look for a flash with his rage bar potentially being stacked up with that ult.
Yeah, Doggo's not there either though, so it definitely looks like Ultra Prime are just looking to move away. This will buy them that tier 2 on the top side though, so big injection of gold should go into Doggo's pocket off the back of that one. 2,000 gold up over Abel. And now Ultra Prime just turning their attention towards this tower. Demolished Pot goes down. And we are 19 minutes into the game. And every outer tower for WE has fallen.
Yeah, there's nothing outside their base. They have everything outside of that. They should see this going down. Guys, you need to check the Baron, though. Guys, this is still going down. They need to check.
Yeah, they don't. They still haven't been able to check it. It looks like Ultra Prime just completely unaware that this is going down. They're going to see Wayward incredibly low. He breaks away. Baron secured.
Guys?
Ultra Prime just kind of slept on that one. And that's all she wrote for that. WE, unless Abel makes a bad position here, just go completely unpunished.
What? But the whole thing that we were just talking about, in the lead up to this, is Ultra Prime managed to stop WE from going towards the topside jungle and pushing out mid lane so they can get themselves safe resets for Doggo. Maybe they overforced onto Doggo's reset to get that third item because it left them just not in a great position to check that Baron, but they still should have been able to walk up there. And a big teleport. There is a teleport ward in the deep side of blue jungle now as well, blue side jungle. So he has options to go across this if they want to start a fight. Realistically, though, the item in their desire is this mid lane turret.
Looks like even with the Baron, they've not been able to crack this tower. It's low, but they haven't been able to crack it. Wayward somewhat struggling here as Niket gets the handshake off, gets called back by the Fates Cool, jumps in, throws down the ultimate, goes a little bit wide. Mark's eating a lot of damage from Doggo. Doggo's able to get it. They're chasing him forwards. They get the knock back in. There's going to be the steal. Abel's taken out. And up find themselves 2. They may look for a little bit more as Yokai, with those home guards, is pressing forwards. There's a Crocodile on the bot lane, though, who has to be dealt with. They may just base race here.
Yeah, Yokai assassinated Yangshe at the start of the place. It's 3 down. Without the brand, I don't think you can do anything. With so many people dead and with such a powerful Kalista, you should be able to shred through this. So I think Ultra Prime, just as they ended up losing that Baron and losing a bit of control in this game, the Wrecking Ball swings back to life. Wayward looking to wave clear.
Yeah, he's just going to try and clear out the wave. Is able to successfully buy time for this game. Almost takes Hacker out with him. But ultimately does sacrifice his life. And
close out this series. That good fight has put them back into the lead. There is the flank teleport now. Wayward, one last gas. Dominus off cooldown just now.
It's their last chance to make it happen. The Solar Flare's already gone wide.
Ren stacks.
Wayward's Dominus is about to wear out. There's going to be the Ren stack. There's going to be the soul secured for the side of Ultra Prime. And 2 major ultimates burn. Wayward, he's just about to lose it. Not really too much they can do. They dodge the Pillar of Flame as well. There's a massive wave bot lane. Ultra Prime could just move over towards that, and that's exactly going to be their game plan. WE, are they going to try and trade for a Baron?
I don't know if they can't. If they go towards Baron, they lose the game. That would be the Baron for the game. That would be a classic trade. WE, all the same, they're not going to be quick enough on their recalls to even defend themselves at an inhibitor. And now suddenly with super minions coming in through mid lane and a huge wave in bot lane, WE, they need to find a fight. The culling's going to help, but it's not going to help as much because Qingtian tanks that one up. WE lose themselves an inhibitor and they lose themselves the soul. They were already struggling to pin down some of these carries. It's just got that much harder with the Cloud Soul being locked in. Imagine Cassante now running around with a Cloud Soul after he's ulted you. That is not an easy thing to get away from.
Yeah, that's going to be hard, but WE immediately move over towards the Baron. The teleport comes out, making sure that Cassante rejoins into the fray. He's going to try and chase forward. Does get caught by the Brand Q. Is going to get caught by the Zenith Blade as well. But he just steals Mark underneath the tower. And that's another kill in the pocket of Doggo. Abel trying to dash away, is able to do so. Suddenly, Wayward finds Niket, but Niket is quite comfortably keeping the pressure up. Hacker flashes forward, puts down the Stranglethorns. The slows are there. In comes the Pokeball. Niket jumps forward, gets the ultimate onto 2, but trades out. Abel's able to get 1. He may live for a second. Wayward slices and dices forwards for the kill, but Yokai, he has the damage. He has the power to push forward and take down the members standing in front of him. 3 members of Ultra Prime stand to the 2.
Just because this could be our game-ending push, I really, again, want to praise Qingtian, that level 1 outplay, the towers, the outplays under tower, and then plays like that in the team fight as well. Qingtian, even though he is the one person who's been put behind on Ultra Prime, he bore that burden for his team to succeed. I think that regardless of what happens in the rest of the game, Qingtian, for me, has been the MVP for Ultra Prime, considering how much he struggled in the summer. It's great to see the growth from him as a player. He had a difficult year in 2023 on top esports. He came onto Ultra Prime, a team with low expectations, and in this game at least, he has shown a lot of growth and a lot of potential here for Ultra Prime to work around.
Yeah, it has been a massive, massive improvement from him, and he played this game super, super well. Inhibitors are crumbling here. The Baron from Ultra Prime probably just being the final nail in the coffin for the side of WE is Wayward just making his way out. They catch 2 with the hostile takeover as well. Does look like Abel's trying to do his best to save, but he flashes forward, gets himself this steal as well. Double kill, picked up onto Cassante, knocked back into the pocket of Yokai. He secures himself a double kill, and that is it. Ultra Prime 2-0 WE.
These were the best highlights from today's LPL matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.